Hey my sporties, it's your girl Sporty Shorty and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the top of the day, we will be talking Usher and Chris Brown. I brought in my guy CaleCharles, the artist, to help me out today. Cause I may be a little biased, but I ain't gonna tell y'all. But anyway, before we start the video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell to get notified every time I drop a new video. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, kid. So, as you know, all over social media, it's been Usher versus Chris Brown. Who will win in the verse? But before we say who, because I know y'all waiting on that. What is the difference between the two? Because they're both amazing, great artists, but somebody has to be king.
Yeah. I mean, the difference between them, I was thinking about it earlier, and I was like, I think one of the things that kind of is a major difference is kind of how fandom works now for an artist like Chris Brown versus how fandom used to work for an artist like Usher. It kind of still works to his benefit like Usher. Like personally, I would say, just my take on it would be, I would take Usher. If I look at Usher's songs, it's not even necessarily that Usher has just so many songs that are better than Chris Brown. He has so many more recognizable songs because the era that he was popping in was literally like the radio era. So it was like we all knew these songs. Like you couldn't know these songs. It's like now you got artists like Chris Brown who has a hit song, you know what I'm saying, on this side of the internet, but this side of the internet has no idea that that song even exists. So it's like that kind of plays against him. And Chris Brown's big enough artist where, his songs are always gonna be, you're gonna know his songs, but you're not gonna know them like you're not gonna be able to reel off 10 Chris Brown songs like you do reel off.
Oh no, because the Chris Brown being so mad about when you say fandom, what do you mean by that?
I mean, I feel like Usher doesn't really have like a fan base that's like the Ushers, you know what I'm saying? Like the Deacons was in
Now listen, I know so many Usher fans, and it's like timeless. So.
Yeah. So like I'm an Usher fan, but it doesn't resonate with me that you're an Usher fan as well, because I would assume you're an Usher fan because we grew up in an era where you don't say you're a fan of it. You're not a super fan of Usher.
Okay.
Whereas Chris Brown has way more super, quote unquote super fans.
So where did super fan come from?
The internet.
The internet. Okay, so more access to the artist.
Yeah, more access to the artist, but also more like the internet has a way of making things way more dramatic and bigger than they are. Like one of the major things is like the super fan, like even B.I., the Rihanna Navy, all these big fan bases, especially the ones that have names and big waves of them. Like it's easy for any one of us to make several different social media accounts and just for the sake of boosting the likes and boosting the popularity of an artist or boosting the image of popularity online. That's like a lot of what determines these days an underground artist from a mainstream artist, because the underground artist is like, you might know him, but he's only known of this part of the internet. He's not known on any other part. If you listen to hip hop, you might know Isaiah Rashad. But if you do like heavy in hip hop, you might know Isaiah Rashad. But if you don't know anybody, if you're just listening to the radio or what's popular, you probably wouldn't know Isaiah Rashad.
I want to stop you because both of them make great music.
Yep.
Anything that you put Chris Brown on, it's gonna blow.
Yep.
And anything that you put us on, it's gonna blow. So, these are top caliber artists.
Yep.
So for me, what will be the deciding factor? Because we can even break it down to dance. Who win a dance contest?
That's different. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, personally, if we just talking just in the bounds of verses, I mean, I feel like for every song that Chris Brown has that we all know and love, Usher has a song that like we all know and love. Our parents know. You know what I'm saying? Like he has icons. Usher's like an icon, and there aren't many icons left because of the internet. It's like it's changed it to where, you know what I'm saying? Iconism it's fleeting, and it's so fleeting that there's no mystique to ours. I feel like even with that Kendrick and Drake situation that's going on right now, part of Drake's weakness in that is that he's kind of too accessible. He doesn't have that mystique. Kendrick can kind of drop, he can drop that single and not drop again for 3 or 4 years, but that single reverberated so hard, that one verse reverberated so hard that he doesn't need to. Whereas Drake can drop several responses, but is he gonna go right back at him? It remains to be seen because it's like you're fighting against the wall. He did it. You respond, okay, that's it. Like I don't know I don't know where you go from there, but it's the same kind of dynamic going, and it's like the mystique of the artist, of an artist like Usher, is way different from the mystique of an artist like Chris Brown. Chris Brown has lost a lot of mystique.
Okay. So my question is, like, with Chris Brown, what separates him from Beanie Bush? What is the deciding thing?
I mean, really, it just comes down to song. Please, I'm not one of these things that Usher get better dancer than Chris Brown. Like, you had them on stage and they were dancing. Usher's a great dancer, but I mean, Chris Brown's a top tier elite dancer. When
they say that flip we did, I watched man say come apart from anybody. I don't know. I don't know.
He's athletic. I don't know how much that has to do with dance, but he's athletic. He's more athletic.
Right. They gonna forget about the Mount Whalers.
But then have the blow off the skates. So it's like, that dynamic can be kind of even. So you know what I'm saying? If you're just talking about pure dancing, I'm gonna take Chris Brown over Usher. But if there are things kind of even scale, tip scale.
So do you think there will be another Michael Jackson? No. Fair. Okay. So who's next in line?
The closest thing we'll ever see again to a Michael Jackson is probably Beyonce. That's probably the closest thing of those.
Not Usher? Not Chris Brown?
No.
Okay, why would you say Beyonce? Because I'm a Beyonce fan. We all know this.
Beyonce is universally considered as not only one of the greatest artists, or probably the greatest living artist of all time, but it also has the catalog, the cultural impact, the constant eye on her. And she's another artist too. She's dropping more frequently now, but she still maintains the mystique of this huge thing, which she is. You know what I'm saying? She's like the biggest deal. Like, you hear all the bigger artists. I just recently found out that Taylor Swift is actually sold double the amount the album as Beyonce, which is crazy. But you'll never hear Beyonce say, "Oh yeah, I love Taylor. I listen to her music all the time." But you'll hear Taylor Swift and Adele and whoever else you can name always refer back not to Beyonce, but as the queen. You know what I'm saying? Because they're huge fans of her music, because she makes not only timeless music, but music that I don't think other artists could pull off. I think there's a lot of the very, like, you're not gonna hear a whole lot of Beyonce songs remade in the future because they're too hard. They're hard to sing, and they're Beyonce. Why would you make a Beyonce song?
I understand that. So what's the deciding song that would take each other out? You say Usher will win. What's the song that would take him out?
I feel like, what's the song that would take Usher out?
Would take Chris Brown out.
Oh, the Chris Brown out. I mean, there's several of them. In the verses, the main thing is how you respond to what song. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, really, the two songs that I feel like Usher just has over Chris Brown, that Chris Brown just doesn't have anything like that in his catalog, are gonna be what you call it? Tell me what you want to do with me. Kind of nigga feeling like he got that.
Nice and slow.
Nice and slow, and he has doesn't have.
Yeah.
Chris Brown does not have a yeah. I mean, for what it is, Chris Brown does not have a yeah. Like, yeah, that's probably the biggest song that's just catalog. Not only that, you could even pull up that City Girl song that Usher had. Like, you'd be like, where's Chris Brown's song for that?
City Girl.
You can pull up that, man. You're saying.
I know, man.
Yeah, like, no, I don't mind. They just say it in there that you want good love.
Oh, okay, good love.
Yeah, like, what's Chris Brown's answer for that?
I got you. So for me, I feel 100%. Yeah. But the deciding song for me would be Superstar. Chris Brown does not have a superstar. And I feel like Usher, that Confessions album. Does Chris Brown have a Confessions album? I don't think so either.
Album-wise, it's not even. I feel like Chris Brown's albums, a lot of times, they're long because he has so much music. But that kind of depreciates the value of what he drops, then because it's so much, some of this is overwhelming. So and it's fleeting, you know what I'm saying, nowadays. That's why certain artists only drop every now and then, because it maintains the mystique of it's a big deal when they drop. So, but yeah.
So when I think of Superstar and Nice and Slow, those are timeless hits. He play in the club today and everybody go crazy.
Yeah.
So does Chris Brown have that?
I think Chris Brown has a few songs that could play on the radio. They could play in a setting. They can even club. It gets kind of iffy because I'm not sure. What is Chris Brown's club song?
He has a lot of club songs.
Like what though? I mean, you got
Wall to Wall. You can play.
Oh God!
You can play Take You Down in the club.
I just thought of
you in the club. You can play out.
No, not the window. What's the? I just thought of one. Yeah, Deuces. You got the was our poet bro bitches. That's all, you know. You know, there's one that can sneak their way into into if you think it's a rope, let me play some Cali stuff. Oh, I got the Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying? Like you might get into a groove, but you're not gonna start that wave or whatever you play with that Chris Brown song, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I don't think he really has a 12 song that really kind of transcends a decade, like it kind of dated.
I don't know. If y'all know, make sure y'all drop it in the comment, because I love Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown is a phenomenal artist, dancer, singer, but it's just Usher just has the advantage for me. It's just so much. I mean, all the way back from My Way to 87 or 20. And it's just that one song. I don't think there's nothing that he can sing that can bring him back from that.
Praying like a demigod to a god. It's like her, like praying like, you know, us just in that tier of God. He's a god musician. He's a god R&B. Like who are the famous R&B artists right now? Like who are the top 5 male R&B artists right now? Can we name 5 like successful, well-known male R&B artists?
Trey Songz.
Oh God.
No,
top 5? It's top 5 right now.
I like Trey. I like Trey. Bryson Tiller, maybe.
Okay. But he ain't dropped in a few years either.
Yeah. But that ain't changed.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you, Brent Fayez. Okay.
I like
yeah, Brent Fayez. But even him, he still really hasn't broken through that underground to mainstream level. So it's like, I hear a lot of people say Jacquees, which is crazy because I never hear Jacquees. But apparently a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He put like, I respect it, but somehow, some way, he's always in these conversations.
Yeah, I get you.
But that's what I mean. That Chris Brown.
What did you think of the Super Bowl?
I thought that was one of the greatest Super Bowl performances I've seen. I only saw it the one time live. I don't need to see it more. Man, skated, man, brought out Ludacris, man. I mean, like it was amazing. And now I happen to be in an atmosphere where people around was like, man, this about to be some trash. And you know what I'm saying? By the time it went up, you know what I'm saying, it was outside. I'm in there, man. This dude just skated, yada. And finally, they was like, man, that was pretty tight. You know what I'm saying? So I was in a room where people was hesitant about it. I'm like, bring that. You think Usher is about to mess up the Super Bowl?
I love how he incorporated Atlanta. I love how he incorporated everyone. It was just a vibe. Like, and then he brought the skates out for the Las Vegas show. Yeah. I just loved everything about that.
Right. I didn't know he did that from CaleCharles show.
So do you think Chris Brown should be linked to Tyler halftime?
He should, but no. Whoa, halftime show. That's a whoa. No, a lot of people should be above Chris Brown. But man, because he's not even as far as Usher.
Well, Usher just did it though.
That's Rihanna done Super Bowl.
Rihanna did it last year before.
Okay, Rihanna done.
Year 40.
You gotta go in this taking order.
No, not. I think Chris Brown should be next. I think yeah.
Chris Brown Super Bowl coming in 2030. Bet on it. But
their respect is real. But listen, the Super Bowl is the new one. I would love to see Lil Wayne do it. Yeah. I would love to see Cash.
That's another one. Yeah. Nah, you ain't they ain't respect. You want to see the High Boy, I mean.
Listen, Julie and those guys, they
you see Drake. You see it said they wouldn't do all of that. They would just.
I would love to see Drake myself. I'm a Drake. I like Drake. He's cool people.
It's a good time.
Yeah. So
he's a good performer.
So you was better say something about Wayne. To me, nobody can be
Wayne. That's an artist who deserves who would I think be approached.
So I think Wayne should be in the Super Bowl. Period.
Yeah.
For New Orleans, the culture, everything. How Jay-Z has changed the halftime shows for everybody. But after him, Chris Brown should get his shit. I think that's the thing for mine.
Is that Jay-Z quarter Super Bowl?
He's not going to perform.
He'll bring for that.
Conflict of entry.
Why do you say that? Conflict of entry. I see.
It's funny in NFL. So, you know, and then you say Beyonce is one of the greatest, which is the next mile. How did you like her show compared to us?
I mean, I feel like Beyonce, they're all moments because they're the Super Bowl. But I mean, I feel like comparing Super Bowl performances, they're generally all, like, who had a bad Super Bowl performance? See what I mean? It's hard. It's like you're comparing what's literally the most funded show in the country, in the world, every year against each other.
I guess.
But I guess those people who have some clubs, you know what I'm saying, like Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. But bad performances, I don't think there. I still think the greatest is probably Prince. But
I think so.
it was
You
raining.
said Mike.
It rained. It was raining. It was thudding. It was
Michael was different though.
Michael.
I just stood there. He didn't even say that. He just stood there.
You ain't Prince?
No, I mean Mike.
Michael.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I mean, I don't. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember Michael Jackson.
Okay.
When was that?
That was long.
Like 90s?
Yeah.
See, that's the. I can only really speak for when I was relevant. I was old enough and relevant, like, because I can remember watching the Janet Jackson. I think that's probably the first Super Bowl performance I can remember. Just because it was like, oh, the people around, my parents and my uncles and everything. Oh my God. But I feel like the bad Super Bowl performances, especially the black ones, is really. It's hard to call it. You'd be leaning towards your favorite.
I got you. So, what's next for CaleCharles, the artist? What you working on?
I'm working on a lot. I'm constantly busy. I've been shooting videos. I've been writing for other artists. Yeah, right now, and I'm still working on still pushing the single that's doing very well right now, Flying Through. So I'm really kind of in a mood right now where I'm just kind of putting my fingers in my hands wherever I can, so I can make most influence where I can. Because I feel like Montgomery, especially right now, is a place where you can be involved and it can make a real difference in not only your own career, but career of other people, which is really the long-term goal, because that's what's going to make money all the time. But for me, the albums, music is all coming. It comes out as it goes. I don't force it.
Okay, so you got Usher over Chris Brown.
Yeah.
In a TKO, KO.
Yeah. I mean, in the verses, if the verses is 20 songs, I feel like we're gonna make it respectable. It's gonna be like, I want to say 13-7, but I'm gonna say 12-6. I'm gonna say 12-8. I'm gonna say 12-8 in favor of Usher. Usher got 12 songs better than Chris Brown, and Chris Brown might have 8 songs better.
I ain't gonna call it that far. I would say it'll be neck and neck until Superstars put on the table. And as you know, that will be the chalk card. That will be the end. That's the almighty Chris Brown just go home. But we do love you, Chris Brown. You know, everything that you do is a hit. Everything that you says. Chris Brown fans, please do not jump on me. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come back.
All right. You really do?
It's your fault.
No, not me.
It is you.
Whose subject was this?
Listen, y'all know Sporty Shorty. Y'all know how I do. Speaking of Sporty Shorty, who are your teams?
My teams are the Raiders, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Roll Tide.
And I've been on and off my boys for a few years, man. But I'm back with the Lakers, man. I'm back with the Lakers right now.
The Lakers?
Yeah, the Lakers. I'm a Lakers man. But I got history with the Lakers.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying. My people from Inglewood. You know what I'm saying?
I know it hurt.
You know what it is. That's what it is. When they saw I didn't used to care. But see, now my favorite band is LeBron. Now LeBron's with the Lakers. I'm like, I can't not care now. It's like, man, I'm back.
We got it. Shout out to my Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to tell people before we get out of here?
If anybody out there struggling right now, all you can do is all you can do. Follow me out there.
Really say at the end of the day that they got to eat. And we out. Y'all know how I do. Roll Tide, go Bears.
All right, roll time.